Hello, this is a commentary version of Drakengard. If you do not wish to hear me fucking talk because you don't like my voice, that's cool. So, there's a link in the description for the non-commentary. Check it out. Otherwise, enjoy. We're streaming today here with two guys. No, three guys. I don't know what to say. I actually don't have a script lined up. Do you guys have anything to say?
Hi.
Welcome to the stream. We hope you enjoyed the content. If you do, enjoy it even more. Don't not enjoy it, because that would defeat the purpose of enjoying it. And
Suck
Bush
Daniel's
did
nuts?
9/11.
Oh shit. I'm just starting it. I'm starting the fucking video. Maybe it'll drown out some of the shit you say. If you guys want to follow along, you can or whatever, whatnot. Otherwise, we're just doing our normal thing. We're just doing our
I'm
normal
actually
thing.
sitting on the toilet right now.
You're what?
I'm sitting on the toilet.
So that's
Interesting.
funny.
Thank you for that riveting information.
No problem. Michael, did you watch it?
No, I haven't.
Watch the one I sent you. It's really funny.
Okay. I'm just going ahead sharing this to like all the other streaming platforms.
French witchery, but I only speak English, so I'ma just say they use some pretty nice titty croissants there.
What?
And
I'm sorry. This is what you watch on a toilet?
I can't pull it up, Daniel. I don't know why.
Sam texted me. Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, dang it! I was supposed to beat that guy for a tech build. Actually, you know what? He didn't tell me what day he was going. He just kind of. Oh, let me see what it's saying. I need a couple of personal. Oh, okay. Be right there.
Also, that remember I said I'm getting a camera? I ordered it. Should be here April 5th.
Ooh, that's quick. That's
Yeah.
what, Monday?
Yeah, I got Amazon Prime. You forgot, bitch?
No. I was just. Are we sponsored by Amazon Prime now?
I wish.
Amazon,
Pay them, so we better
sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
Didn't Amazon open up their own streaming service for like their own gaming streaming service, kind of like Twitch?
Amazon Games?
I was about to say, didn't they make games?
If you're talking about New World, then yeah, but other than that.
There goes my hero.
So interesting in the world of Drakengard, there are things like I think I said this last time, but there are creatures like elves and shit here. I think dwarves exist here.
Seeing that bed,
Are
that
they
video game bed makes me want to go to sleep.
Oh balls! That could have actually ended badly.
What?
I could have accidentally put a full mag of like 180 BBs into my lap. Because I didn't eject the mag yet, so it was just kind of sitting there, and I was separating the receivers. Well, the hop-up unit would have been stuck in the receiver, and then it would have just blown its load.
Why does it sound like something you would see at a strip club?
Oh, it would have been.
You just strippers dancing, you just start throwing BBs at her.
That would have been the main act. Like, next time, put more shrimp on the salad bar. I don't come here to see you. I come here for the food.
Is it worth it though? I don't know.
I still want to check out the few ones that are down here. There's one of them that said they have the famous steak and eggs. So
I wouldn't eat the eggs. Probably not the kind of eggs that we're used to.
you never know. I'll give it a when you come down here, we'll give it a shot. See how good the steak and eggs are.
Oh,
Steak
you
and
know what
eggs.
Tyler, you know what I was actually thinking about earlier?
Hmm.
You know, they have that band out, right?
What band?
For women that wear those type of bathing suits on the beach. And you can get a ticket.
Oh, it's been there for like since the establishment of Myrtle Beach, but yeah.
Well, if you think about it, now those type of places where such fine gentlemen as you and I are, that's the only place to actually see genuine atatas in Myrtle Beach, unless someone broke the law.
Oh,
Granted, I would never go there, but if they had a good salad bar,
hey,
maybe.
like I said, I gotta try the food there. You never know, it could be a hidden gem.
I wonder if they have Uber Eats,
No, try look,
like Uber Eats at the strip club.
look. I already looked, didn't.
Oh, you already looked into it?
Uh-huh.
Dang. And it was really a no? They didn't have it?
No. I already looked. I
Dang.
already checked.
What? What's wrong with them?
I think that's because that's not the main thing to worry about.
Oh no, not at all. No, they have far greater concerns, unfortunately.
But some of the food there, like I looked at the menus for some of them, looks pretty good. I said, definitely gotta try it. Though I don't feel like going there alone.
Oh, is that why you were gonna wait for me?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Huh.
I don't feel like going there alone.
I wonder how, this is a genuine question. I wonder how it's faring now that everyone has their stimulus check.
So at the very least, if a stripper tries to come on to me, I'm like, he's married.
Yeah, just point to me and be like, he's married, so I can't.
Yeah, so I can't.
Honestly, if you just played the gay card, I think it would.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't need to do all that. I'm just gonna blame it on you.
Oh, okay. That works with me.
There's no valid reason. No valid reason. Just I just blame it on you.
Just be like, my friend here, his name is Justin, he's taken, and he's cracked at Fortnite, my god.
Yeah, he's cracked at Fortnite, so he can't be moving his wrist all that much.
Just be like an instant turn off for them. It would work so well.
I think they'll be more confused if anything. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What are you doing
Actually,
here?
well,
I
the
heard
one
there's
place,
a Fortnite tournament.
the one place that has those famous steak and eggs, it's like it's not a strip club per se. It said they offer like the girlfriend experience, so no prostitution, of course. But they offer the girlfriend experience, so I mean, you know, you look at it's like you go there and you're like having a date with a girl, so it's like desperate nigga hours.
I've never heard it like that before.
Yeah, I think the new terminology is you're down bad.
Holy cow! This is kind of confusing to me.
Oh man, I can't say that on screen.
Oh,
But this in Drakengard, when you're like on the ground missions, for the story mode, most of the time you're just gonna be on your dragon, just blowing through fucking enemies.
blowing.
Mhm.
Am I allowed to say that on stream?
Yeah, blow. And others blow darts, blow fish. Blow jobs?
Like Steve Jobs, though.
Yeah. Not blowjobs, but blow jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when Steve Jobs did cocaine. Cocaine is often referred to as blow.
Yeah.
Blow, or you could just blow Steve Jobs.
Let's back it up there, Pikel.
let's calm down there for a second. We don't want to get too wild now.
Damn, what in the
You okay?
I swallowed spit.
You okay, mate?
I swallowed some spit. It went down. Call an ambulance.
No.
Yes, sir.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. But I wonder if anyone has actually like done what I just did and choke on their spit, but legitimately call an ambulance.
Probably. There's probably someone who doesn't have like
Hello?
good lungs.
What's up, man?
Question.
What's up?
In God's green earth, can I find some 9mm?
Palmetto State Armory. It's like $15 for a box of 20, and it's like 2 box limit per person.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's ammo prices have gone up a lot.
He said, we're
But how
on
much?
God's green
Well,
earth,
when
and
the
I'm buying
pandemic
ammo.
first hit, everyone thought that it was going to be the end of the world, so they started stocking up on ammo.
Uh-huh.
Well, that legitimately caused a national ammo shortage. So when you have people getting stimulus checks, buying guns and ammo, which, you know, don't particularly align themselves with the side that buys guns and ammo, they don't know how much to buy or what they're particularly buying. So they buy a lot
particularly
of it.
align themselves.
So it caused a massive shortage in the United States.
What an odd way of phrasing that, Daniel.
Yeah, PSA will have some. They have it on a pallet, but that was a couple months ago when I checked.
They cannot dare to come so far.
Like, that was a long time ago.
How was I supposed to see that?
Yeah, Academy won't ever have it anymore. Academy is just kind of like they're kind of stuck where we are. They're struggling to get ammo in to sell.
What about
And
Walmart?
Walmart has stopped selling ammo altogether. Walmart's a joke now for the 2A community. Sorry, I'm also in Discord with like 2 of my other buddies. But they're sharing the same sentiments.
Oh.
It cannot be. I see it with my own eyes, and yet it cannot be.
That line always gets me. It cannot be. I see it with my own eyes, but it cannot
Door
be.
Kickers 2. Is it like a SWAT style game? It sounds like it's a SWAT style game.
Possibly.
I'll have to check it out then.
What did he say it was?
It sounded like he said door pickers too.
Yes.
Oh, door kickers. Yeah, I love door
Door kickers, not door pickers. Sorry.
Yeah.
Door kickers 2 is terrible though. Door kickers 1 is better. There's just like so much.
Yeah,
to
there's
about.
one game that I've been playing with all of my friends. It's called 0 Hour. And it's essentially the same thing. And dude, I know exactly what type of game you're talking about. It's a lot of fun.
Door kickers is a strategy game, Daniel. It's not a first-person shooter.
Instead of buying myself a computer, we got her a Durango with our tax refund.
Oh, I gotcha. Did you qualify for the next stimulus check? The 1400? That's weird.
Did he check it or?
Yeah, so you should be getting 1400 in the next stimulus check because Biden said that it was going out to everyone.
You should be able to check online on IRS.
Yeah,
Why
you
are they even still saying? How do you check?
yeah, IRS. IRS would be it.
And then what? Get my payment?
I think so. Yeah, you would have to check your eligibility, but it should
Yeah.
you should be eligible right off the bat.
If you do get my payment, that's gonna show you when it's coming.
Yeah, if you do get my payment, it'll show you when it's coming.
There's another thing you click on, I think, if you want to see if you are eligible, but generally everyone should be eligible.
While driving. It's probably not responsible.
Oh yeah, wait until you stop driving before you check the internet.
It's too late.
Or
Ah,
do.
boy. Well, good news is if you crash and you find out you're eligible, you're getting $1,400. So, congrats.
Yeah. Also, what's your credit card number and the digits on the back, the three numbers on the back?
Oh yeah, that's a good chunk of change.
Yeah, really wanted to say that to strangers and on stream.
Do your mom?
Hey, there you go.
The hierarch has a pack piece too?
That's weird. Did you already file your taxes for this year?
Where is he now?
They should be able to deposit it directly into your account. That's what Daddy Biden did for me.
Big Daddy Biden.
Oh, Furry
Oh no, not at all. Not at all.
You
That's
must forgive me. I'm not strong
some.
enough to protect
Just
you.
give it.
But your songs.
Ah, yeah.
Ah, you're not eligible. Huh?
Songs.
Mm.
Yeah.
I pray for strength.
Like, the shop report, the ASE certificates,
Right.
Will you come?
the shop, and write a ticket for it, on them will put the bill for the ticket.
Ooh.
Do whatever the hell I want.
And it won't void the warranty? Hmm. That's pretty cool.
You know, I wasn't sure about this salad, but I got like regular salad. I cut up some grapes in it. Fucking delicious.
Yeah, I was about to say definitely get you a blow off valve. That's a must. Oh yeah.
But yeah,
that's
Mike, are
also
you
a
still
must.
there?
Yeah. What's up, man?
But yeah, also in because earlier when I was saying there's elves in here, there's also fairies, and I think there's giants, goblins, ogres, shit like that. And
That's gonna be funny.
funny enough, well, because towards the end here of this recording, there's gonna be you're gonna meet a guy named what the fuck's his name?
Nice.
I don't know. I already forgot
Oh,
his
yeah.
name. Oh, Leonard.
Leonard. Okay.
Yeah, he ends up making a pact with a fairy. Now, I think I kind of explained that a little bit. Explained this a little bit
Yeah.
last time, but with pacts, right?
Hmm.
On the human side, you sacrifice something. Your main protagonist makes a pact. He got the
Okay, man.
pact of silence, so he can't talk. Then you got the next character you're gonna meet, which is Leonard. When he make a pact with his fairy, his is the pact of blind. So
Oh yeah.
he's officially blind now. After he makes this
Oh,
pact.
okay.
I'm just,
All right, Doug.
though
See
I
ya.
can't remember if a pact is also related to something that they enjoy.
Related
Not
to your
enjoy.
mother.
But like Leonard's would make sense because he saw his brothers get fucking killed. His house was burned down, so he will, he says that he doesn't want to see the horrors of this world anymore. So the pact of blindness, but I can't really think about the MC and his pact of mute. I'm not quite sure. like I said, I don't want to spoiling all the packs exactly, but I am gonna spoil one. There's a character you want to meet named Verdile. And he's like a monk or something, or I don't
The
know. Oh,
virgin.
priest. His pact is the pact of boldness. Funniest shit I've seen. He's just
Pact
bold.
of Bold.
So he covered it up with like tattoos on his head and shit.
Shut up.
Good job.
Gertie. Congo.
But yeah. So this is something that winds up. It's funny how it works between the first and the second game. What happened is in this world there's something called the seals. Of huh?
The Navy SEALs?
No, no. But so what happened is the
non-Navy SEAls?
there's seals in this world, and so what happens is your sister is
The baby seal?
is the priestess. So her job is to protect all the seals. And when each time a seal is destroyed, the world gets weaker or some shit.
Right.
Or no.
Gets an onion.
No, the gods grasp when the world gets weaker. So they won't be able to, I guess, put some type of protective force that would turn the that would have turned the world into chaos or some shit, or supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And then this actually winds up getting a bit of a turnaround, because in the first game you're pretty much trying to save the seals as well as save your sister. Even though she's with you, it's just she gets weaker because of the strain it is to keep the barrier open, whatever. And I'm definitely gonna have to like brush up exactly on the knowledge of this world before I make a review, just so I don't sound like an idiot just going, yeah, I think the chickens will fly if you massacre them. You know, but in the second game this gets flipped around and you actually have to destroy all the seals.
Wow.
Like you because they got restored.
Sounds like it's time to go clubbing.
And instead of them having like one priestess protecting the seals, they instead actually have guardians of the district. So then you want to fight in all these guardians that have different pack beasts for each district.
Oh, okay.
Hush! Hush! Stop! There's literally nothing to bark about.
So that's what makes it kind of interesting, because you end up doing a whole flip around, because you start as this soldier who also
have you lost
has
your mind? Because
who
I'll
also
help
has
you
a
find
dragon. So you're like, the dragon knight or whatever, but you're a soldier and you have to protect the seals, and then you just like, you end up meeting this chick and she's like, yeah, well, we destroy the seals, they'll actually free us all from the gods. So he's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, that sounds cool. Yeah, that sounds pretty legit.
Convenient. Convenient.
But yeah, no, it's interesting shit. But in this chapter, you also want to meet some different enemy types. They don't really have I want to say a good introduction to enemies. It's just they just introduce them. Nice. And it's just your job to kind of adapt to them. I mean, they'll give you a little bit of a heads up depending on the enemy. So like they start introducing these red knights, and these red knights, they're not exactly protected by magic, but what happens is if they're hit with magic, they hit you. They have like some counter attack with their armor that will hit you back with some magic. And so it's like a trade-off. So it's either hit them with magic and possibly kill them in exchange of taking lots of damage, or just melee them to death.
Damage.
So it winds up making you adapt to different enemies, and that also means you can't use your dragon's fire on it, because it'll do the same thing. It'll just attack your dragon.
Damage.
We don't have a sound bite. We have Daniel.
So it'll do, it's that kind of shit. Then they also wound up introducing mages. in
And
this
that's a lot of.
chapter.
I'm done.
They actually are not protected by magic. You can actually fuck them up with magic. They are also a one-hit,
And that's a lot of damage.
but they attack very often, and they usually attack in a large group, and they're usually separated. So, like, while
And
you're trying
that's a
to
lot of damage.
while you're trying to kill one, you may have three trying to shoot like magic balls at you.
And that's a lot of damage.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if it had come across how much DPS was actually putting down.
No,
Just
I mean,
want
I
to make
have,
sure they understood the gravity.
yeah, definitely.
What are you laughing at?
We wound up just.
Hey, Pykel.
Yes.
Ask Zoe if she's ever watched an anime called Boku.
Boku?
Boku no Piku.
Oh, we know about that. Don't get out of here.
So is that a yes?
Yes, that's a yes. We
Bunch of
haven't-
perverts.
well,
You're the
yeah,
one
we
who brought it
haven't
up.
watched it, but we know
What?
about it.
Do you? How could you ever eat ice cream the same?
The fuck are you talking
I don't
about?
really eat ice cream like that. So,
Guess I just outed myself on that one then.
But
yeah.
some of the acting in here is a little. Some of the VA in here is a little bit funny. And it makes me wonder, like, how was it in the Japanese rendition? Because this is like the North American rendition, so I was always curious about the Japanese one. And the
Okay.
thing is, you can download the Japanese version. You can't get it subtitled in English. I would love to just download the Japanese, get like the Japanese voice acting, but like English subtitles. I would love that. A whole lot more, if I'm being kind of honest.
But a lot less damage.
Yeah, I think they allow you to do that within Drakengard 3, but other than that, Drakengard 1 and 2, you're just gonna get this American rendition. And sometimes the shit sounds a little stupid. Just a little comical, but it's good stuff. Not, it's like, I mean, I could be wrong. It could be like Silent Hill, that one Silent Hill game where everyone's meant to sound fucking awkward as possible.
On purpose.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think it was like Silent Hill 2. I think that it was. Like a lot of the voice acting in that one is meant to be awkward. So like you hear people talking, like if you actually watch it, I have to see which one it is, but you actually hear like some of the dialogue. You're like, is something wrong with this person? And it's just meant to be awkward as shit.
The Empire uses spells and witchcraft.
But yeah, but in here, since your character's mute, his pack beast can actually talk. So, you know, that could have been shitty. That would have been kind of shitty if they couldn't actually talk. But they can talk, so she just relays all of your main character's thoughts to everyone else. Like, yeah, we're gonna. Caim says he wants to stop at the nearest dragon feeding place. You know, your main character's like, no, I said I wanted to go northeast to kill more soldiers. And I can imagine, she's like, yeah, he said he wants to go to a place so we can get something to eat.
Also, you dance.
Yeah, right. Also, he said you dance.
Harder.
Hey,
Cause he can't. Daniel, with pack beasts, your lives are now like equivalent. So if you die, they die. If they die, you die.
Oh my.
With the exception of one of the characters in Drakengard 2, his is a little bit different because he actually has a pact with death
Drake and
himself. So even if he dies, Death don't die. Death is just like, yeah, that doesn't work for me.
Just gotta sit there, and it happens.
Yeah, right. Every pack beast out there is just like, that's not fair. And he's like, it is. I'm Death, bitch. You can't kill Death. How can you kill something that's already dead?
Is water wet?
Wheels just keep turning.
Oh wait, that doesn't make sense because people can kill zombies.
But those are undead. And you can kill the undead because technically undead is partially alive. Hi, welcome to the stream, everybody, where we answer the hard questions.
The hard-hitting questions.
Are zombies technically alive? Are hot dog sandwiches?
Well,
And
I guess
is water wet?
I guess they have to have some type of brain activity going on. Probably very
So
little.
the principle of the virus is that the virus encapsulates the brains and fires the neurons down to its most simplistic forms. So we lose all of our cognitive abilities, but maintain everything else.
But where does the eat humans come from?
That's just the universal kink that they have.
I think that's just a theatrical thing they thought was cool.
Yeah, they're just like, well, we can't make them scary just by saying, oh, here's a virus that can take over your brain.
Because the only medium that actually had a pretty good explanation to that was that one zombie game. I think it was like Undead Fred or some shit.
Yeah.
And you played as a zombie and you're trying to be human, so you ate humans and it,
Yeah.
made him more human over time. Which, I mean, don't make any sense exactly, but...
And what about the Left 4 Dead 2? Because Left 4 Dead 2 kind of plays off of mutations of a virus. So it started as a virus, it's still a virus.
Yeah, but they didn't actually eat you, they just attacked you.
Ah, that's true. So that was more of like an aggressive virus. Everyone was just taking Flocka, and they were in South Florida.
Then you had World War...
something hour days later. What was it?
Oh, 28 days later?
28 days later.
And then they had,
that's
what, 28 weeks later?
Yeah. The worst zombie movie ever.
And then, the only other one that I know that had actually somewhat of explanation is World War Z. Still kind of not smart, but it was okay explanation. Basically, it was like it wasn't a virus as more as a parasite, and the parasite wanted to spread.
I was about to say, when I first heard of World War Z, I saw a trailer, right? And I didn't know they were zombie. I didn't know it was a zombie movie. So I just saw these people piling on top of each other. And actually, the way it looked to me is they were being like, they're being hoisted around on wires. And I was like, huh?
Huh.
It didn't look like they were walking on their own, is what I'm trying to say. It looks like gravity, where it was just having their way with them. And I was like, this doesn't. I don't know, what is this? Like,
It's a zombie movie that has Brad Pitt in it.
yeah, I know what World War Z is but when I first saw it, I didn't know what it was because it didn't look like the trailer. I don't know. It was just how the trailer was shot. It didn't look like a zombie movie.
Now, here's the question. We know that the virus completely takes over the body to be, in some senses, have superhuman strength. Because you can see, in some instances, zombies overpowering their victims.
Are we talking about World War Z or just zombies in general?
Zombies in general. Zombies in general. They either do it in one of two ways. Horde mentality, in which they all gang up, and they gang up on the guy and they get him. Or it's a one-on-one, and the zombie's just absolutely ripped. But needless to say, they have the capability of overpowering their prey.
Which never makes
So the
sense.
question, yeah, it doesn't make sense. The question is, how does the virus affect the entropy of the human body? Because it almost slows it down to next to no decay.
The only thing I can think of is that, okay, like a human body usually has limiters on it, right? That'll let you know that you can't do something. So, like, if something's too heavy, your body will let
you... Yeah.
Yeah, it'll let you know, like, hey, you should probably put this down before we fucking break apart. And so I guess for zombies that doesn't apply. You know, that minus the limitation of pain, pain, burning, and shit like that.
There was a study that was released that said that humans can lift absurd amounts of weight, but the only thing, like, if all of our muscles work as one, we can lift absurd amounts of weight. But the thing that's limiting it is actually our perception of the weight. So ideally, our minds.
I guess.
I forget where I read that. It might have been just a random hobo on the side of the street that was yelling it, but
no, you're right about that. Or at least in theory, you're right. But no, I've heard that too.
But it's a good thing because it lets your body know to stop.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Because otherwise, you could really damage your body, even to the point of like paralyzing it in some cases. So I mean.
And the other thing we know about the zombie virus is it needs to eat to survive.
Yeah, so it's like a parasite.
But it can eat whatever it wants. It could eat deer. It just needs meat. It just needs meat.
Protein.
Yes, but there's no end to the amount that it eats. But no matter what it eats, it doesn't regenerate.
Yeah, I think that's why it needs to eat
keeps the virus
a lot.
alive. It keeps the virus alive, but that's the only thing it does.
Keeps that old boy swarming.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything else. It doesn't like grow back the limbs of its host, or.
I mean, we can't grow our limbs back. So.
But this is a virus that's taking over. There have been instances, not of viruses, but where someone has what is called multiple personality disorder.
Mm-hmm.
And while having this multiple personality disorder, one of their identities was a 37-year-old veteran that had smoked every day of his life. And when given an X-ray, there was irreparable damage done to the lungs. But when he switched to an alternate identity, the lungs were 100% fine. So it's a question of how, like, if the virus affects the mind, and only the mind, and makes it down to this primal instinct, like, how much more conscious can we be if we have the virus?
Yeah.
And can that consciousness be brought back?
Let me tell you something. This scene where you got the fucking fairy talking, they did a good job at annoying the shit out of you.
Is it really annoying?
Mm-hmm. It's the most annoying voice you would have ever heard.
Well, in general, fairies are fairly annoying.
Except for like Tinkerbell.
No. Even her.
She don't talk.
She says a lot with her hips. Have you seen Tinkerbell's hips? They do not lie.
You're starting to make me wonder about that statement, Daniel.
Everyone knows that the first crush of every man was from a Disney movie.
You know, I couldn't figure out why this fairy wanted to make a pact with Leonard. like the fairy think Leonard's a loser and pathetic anyway. But I think it just wants to do that so it can annoy the shit out of him for all of its life. Because otherwise, if Leonard died, I mean, that fairy's fucked, so. But in Chapter 3, you want to meet 3 more pack people who are going to be your allies.
Oh.
Is there an end game? Like, or does it just end at a certain point?
I mean, more or less, it's a linear story game. Not linear exactly, but because the only way to unlock more endings is just by maxing out all the weapons. Which, well, that and then there's some events.
So does the weapon you hold actually directly affect the storyline?
No. What happens is some events can't be unlocked until you've maxed out a certain amount of weapons, and then there's some events that can't happen until you've already saw some other event.
Oh, gotcha.
But overall, to get the last ending, you have to max out all the weapons and see all the other events, or something to that effect. I don't think there's actually like you have to do a certain thing in here and it will change like how an event. Even though that would have been a really cool way of doing it. It's almost like I think they did that in One Piece Warriors. I think, depending on some of the objectives that you did, it actually changed the outcome.
Interesting.
I believe so. I could be wrong on that fact, but actually, it was. I don't think it was in the first game. It was in the second game. It was like that. I don't remember. I never played the third game, so.
Never played the third game. You call yourself a gamer, but have you ever played Caillou Goes to Daycare?
Motherfucker, don't.
Caillou goes to daycare. I don't want to go to daycare.
Go take my chemo before I go to daycare.
Gotta go take my chemo.
I don't remember what gaming site I was on, but I don't think it was a good one. Black market games. So what happened with Flash player games? I heard those like literally just died.
Yeah, and I think Google killed it.
Yeah, I heard that it was they no longer supported Flash player.
Newgrounds is still up. It's got its own thing. And,
so Armor Games, Addicting Games, all those sites just officially died.
Yep, Mo Fun Zone, all of them.
That is unbelievably heartbreaking. That is like probably 70% of my childhood right there.
Yeah. Newgrounds, but
Raft Wars.
Still going.
Did y'all ever play Raft Wars?
Nah.
What?
Raft Wars?
Raft, R-A-F-T.
Probably. I played a lot.
You were you had this raft and other people wanted to. The goal is to sink the other rafts. It was a single player game, but it was almost like tanks, where you launch something up into the sky and it lands. You can launch a missile, you can launch a grenade, you can launch a baseball, but the goal is to knock the other person off the raft.
I was a screwed up kid. I was into madness.
You didn't have to tell me that for me to pick up on it, Michael.
Yeah, I was into the madness games and RuneScape, and that was it.
I tried to actually get into RuneScape. I did. I tried to get into it, but I just couldn't.
What are we talking about?
Flash player games. How they're pretty much dead at this point.
The Tenant.
Because Google no longer supports Flash player.
Oh wow, really? I couldn't save him? No.
As far as Flash games, I don't really know. As far as flash games, I don't actually know. I used to play a bunch of flash games, but I don't remember all of what I played.
Wait.
Hmm.
Speak to them. They have no more will to fight.
Cause he got a pilgrim hat on.
I almost just shot a random guy walking by in the head.
Tell you stop shooting that BB gun outside. You gotta hurt someone.
Nah, it's laser accurate now, dude. I'm happy with it.
Your HK 416.
Can you hear my voice?
Yeah.
So if you hurt someone, it's gonna be on purpose.
Yes.
I'm gonna get my M249. No, not. You know when I get it, I'm gonna just fill up a ton of mags. I'm just gonna lay into it.
Remember, 3 to 5 round bursts.
No, I'm laying into it. I want to make sure it. You know, I want to make sure it's good. You know, I want to make sure it's right.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
What?
At Airsoft Columbia, since my gun is so quiet, I don't ever really have to burst.
Yeah.
Because they can't tell when I'm shooting. So there have been times, and I don't do it often, where I just could not find where my BBs were going at all.
Mhm.
So I hit the tac light and just started spraying and watched where the stream of BBs was going.
Nice.
Interesting.
Obviously, I
Riveting.
do it to just kind of zone someone in, and I never hit anyone with more than 3 BBs, and it's at super low FPS.
Super low
I'll shoot
FPS.
somebody like 5 times if they don't call it right away.
Dude, there are so many times. There's one guy. It was a regular player. I hit him in the plate carrier. He definitely didn't feel it, and you know he's a regular, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But I was like, holy cow, how did he not feel that? Because I was full autoing, and it's a doorway less than like 2.5 feet apart.
Mhm.
I was like, how did he not feel that? But you
Yeah,
know, instead of just sitting there and being like, "Hey, I hit you. I hit you in the plate carrier, man. Come on, you gotta call it." I was just like, I'm just gonna call out because, you know,
there's
don't
like
matter.
both sides of the spectrum that can kind of get a little bit annoying. Like if you're a person who don't call out hits, honestly, you're trash. But there was like one time where one guy said he was hitting me. I didn't feel it once. So I don't know if, this was when I was wearing like that Attack on Titan cloak.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he was hitting like the outside of the cloak. But yeah, but I hit you several times. Like, I didn't feel it.
I had somebody shoot me in the this buckle. That
Yeah.
was hanging from my gear.
And he got like super heated about it. I'm like, look, I didn't feel it. Chill out.
There's I had a similar thing happen where I was like, I really don't know, but I was sitting there with one of my teammates. He passed away sometime last year, but
Oh.
it was me and him during a night game, and I mean people were everywhere. Well, out of nowhere, I hear, because you know it's dark, everyone's shooting wildly,
Mhm.
you know, trying to shoot something. I hear the faintest little like thumps, like doop, doop, like someone's trying to shoot, like their barrel's clogged or they're really far away.
Yeah.
But I thought I heard something hit my backpack, and then my teammate